Hey there, it's Mindy. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you a Strangerville speed build, and I am super excited to share this home with you guys. I spent so long on it, which may sound crazy because the house is so small, but there's a lot of landscaping in it, and I'm really proud of this home, honestly. I wanted it to kind of feel like it fit in with the rest of the neighborhood, so I kind of went with that bungalow Victorian type home. They're very similar to the homes in Willow Creek, so I was kind of just going for something like that. Like I said, I wanted it to really blend in. I made this home look really old because I kind of imagined it like maybe it's like one of the first homes that was built when Strangerville came along. And then I kind of messed around with the roofs. I had a little bit of trouble with the roofs, but in the end, it all worked out. So, yeah, this home turned out way better than I expected it to, honestly. It's, like I said, it's a really small home. It's a two-bedroom home. But it's got a lot of landscaping and just like little details in it. So, yeah, I'm really proud of this one. This isn't really like my type. I prefer suburban builds. I love to build like suburban. So, this was a little fun to just kind of like go out of my comfort zone, I guess, and do something a little bit different. So, as I was building this home, I realized when I was looking at the foundation here and looking at the houses next to it that like, look at that foundation. Like, why do we not have that foundation? I was so upset. EA, we need that foundation. Like, why? Why are they decorating these houses with things that they don't give us? It's like teasing us. Like, all of these plants, like, there's a ton of really nice deserty type plants in this world, and we don't have them. And it's so upsetting, especially because I really wanted it to, like, kind of blend in and seemed like it flowed because the lot's kind of in the center of town. So, or close to the center of town, I guess I should say. So I just really wanted it to look kind of natural to the area. It's an old home, and yeah, that's what I was going for. So I was kind of upset that we didn't have that, and yeah, I was just like, why? So anyways, I went with a greenhouse, and I did kind of like an orangey wood color, and it turned out really well. The colors work so good together, as you can see. And the inside, it kind of has that same vibe as well with the orange colors of the wood, and yeah, it turned out really good. So here I am. I tried to extend the porch, and then I decided not to, so I went back and I actually add like a little area here that I put plants in front of like the bedroom. There's a bedroom right there, and so you can't actually like walk out on this part of the porch, but there's just flowers there, and I thought it was kind of like a really nice decoration that they would maybe have. So I am just kind of like playing around here. There's a lot that I probably could have edited out in this video, but I decided to just leave it so you guys could kind of see how it all came together and kind of see like what I was trying to do versus what, what worked and what didn't work in my head. So yeah, like I said, this is a two-bedroom house. The family that I have living here is a single mother who is in the military career. She has a son probably about the age of 8. His name is Jackson. And mom, her name is Shannon. She is, like I said, she's in the military career, and Shannon just really got super involved with it, and she wanted to be part of building this big plant. They were working on this like big project. They're building this huge plant, and everything is coming together. And the military, when they did it, in my head, by the way, spoiler alert, so if you don't know how this ends, you might want to just mute for a few minutes. So anyways, in my head, the mother, which, as if you have played through this, spoiler alert, is a large plant, and the military had good intentions when they were building this, but it just went haywire. Everything went wrong, and they just kind of swept it under the rug. And I imagine that mom, Shannon, is like really naive, and she just kind of went with it, and she's like really proud, and she just wants to help that plant grow, and she wants to be a part of the study. Whereas her husband at the time, Dan, he kind of saw through it, and he saw that she was kind of like going further and further into this project that was just, it was going wrong and there were going to be bad consequences, and he saw that, like he saw right through it. And so they got into a big argument and Shannon left. So actually the dad, he lives in Oasis Springs. So I imagine like maybe they're like close, or like maybe like an hour away or something. And so he still does get to see his son. So, but Jackson, the son, lives the majority of the time here with Shannon. So also, I kind of imagine that Jackson's kind of like on dad's side. Jackson starts to see that something is not right in Strangerville. Something's going wrong. Something's being swept under the rug. There's something that his mom's not telling him, that other people aren't saying. And I think Jackson's going to grow up to kind of solve that mystery. He's going to see through it. He's going to help be part of the solution. So that's kind of the backstory that I have. It was just like a really neat, I thought it'd be really fun to play with them. So I will put them up on the gallery for you guys, but this is going to be a part of my save file, like I said. So you saw the indoor floor plan come together. This is the floor that I was talking about, the wood. It's very old looking, and yeah, it just looks kind of really worn, and that's what I was going for in this house. This is a small house, like I said, so the living space isn't that big, but I decided to like kind of keep it with the old style. So you'll see that there's like wallpaper on the walls, and not everything really matches because Shannon's, you know, she's in the military career and she's a single mom, so she doesn't really have a lot of money, but she's doing the best that she can. I'm really, really excited for this storyline. I don't know, I really love it. So it will be in their biography, so you guys can kind of keep up with that if you do download them. So yeah, again, here I am in the living room. I put a computer in here and a desk, or obviously a desk and a bookcase, just because there's really nowhere else to put it. And I put her laptop in there, which I thought mom would definitely be needing if she was part of the military career. One thing that I didn't add in here was any kind of exercise equipment, but I am going to be building a gym for my game save file in this neighborhood. So you will no longer have to hop on a plane and travel somewhere to work out. So here I am just putting like some slime and some like cracks and stuff in the windows, or scratches, because they're really old windows, and I live in a house that has really old windows. I live in an old farmhouse, and the windows are definitely old. They need replaced, but they're really kind of like scratched. Not, I don't want to say scratched, but they're like, I don't know, like fuzzy maybe. Sim Lissy actually talked about it in her video that she did of a Strangerville speed build, and she said that she used to live in an old house that had windows like that, and I totally get it because that's how my windows are. It's kind of hard to explain. They're just like, they're not clear. You can't like see through them. It's weird. Anyways, so yeah, I stuck a craft table and some toys and a seat out here. Jackson, I was like going back and forth. I was like, should I make Jackson a toddler, or should I make him a kid? And I decided to make him a child, like about the age of 8, because I just feel like that's about the age that he's probably kind of like picking up on some of these cues, and he's really seeing that something's going wrong in Strangerville, and he's kind of getting that independent thought process. So that's what I was going for. So the living room's come together. I just stick a few lights in here. It is pretty cluttered in here, but I don't know, like in a good way. It's kind of cozy too, I feel like. So yeah, it's a pretty cozy little area. I just imagine Shannon and Jackson spending time in here together, maybe watching TV, or Shannon's on her computer doing work while Jackson is coloring. It's kind of what I was going for. It's very homey, even though it's like kind of old. It's got that like old style. It's very like, it's very cozy, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So in here is like actually a hallway, but I had to put the table in here, the dining room table, just because I didn't really have anywhere else to fit it once I furnished everything. So yeah, it's kind of awkward, but I don't know, I guess it works. And then onto the kitchen. The kitchen ends up being more like a gallery style kitchen. I put down that dirty floor. I think we just got that, but I don't remember where we got it from. It's actually the same tile that came in a base game. It's just dirty. And I just thought that that would fit in really well because, again, I live in an older house now. The floors in my house were actually replaced and they're tile now, but before that, it was like a linoleum that no matter how much you like cleaned it, it was never clean. So again, I was just kind of like basing it on that. Like, she's just kind of making do with what she has for right now. So then over here, I think I actually moved I moved the dining room table into the kitchen. And I no, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't play tested this yet. So when I play test it, if something doesn't work, you might see it moved around. So just a little yeah, just a little tip there. It may not be there when you download this home. So then here I am just adding a few more details to the wall, kind of making it look a little bit worn down. And I just add a little bit of clutter to the kitchen, just a few things that I imagine she would have. I also stick some like random papers and stuff, like some folders laying around. Like maybe mom came in from work and she's just like, it's been a long day, and she just kind of like throws some folders around. And I imagine that at some point, Jackson is going to look through those folders and he is going to find some information about the science lab and what's going down in the science lab. So, yeah, I thought that was just like a pretty neat like addition to my story. And I think Jackson is going to be very quick. He's a very smart child, and he's going to pick up on all of this. So, yeah, I'm super excited about this. Let me know if you guys have made um, any kind of stories with Strangerville that are a little bit different, because I love hearing them. And that's one thing that I love about having the more storyline based pack is everybody can take that story and make it their own. And that's kind of what I did. And I love hearing when other people do it. So, yeah, let me know if you've done anything unique or if you have any different type of stories for Strangerville that you want to share. I don't know, it's really fascinating to me. So, Strangerville is one of those things that I'm probably not going to be playing a lot in, to be completely honest, because I did finish the story and I did have that on stream on Twitch. I still need to figure out how to put my videos from Twitch onto YouTube. So I gotta work through that, but I did do a mini series let's play of Strangerville on stream. It was so much fun. Oh my goodness. And we did defeat the mother. We did take care of everything. So Strangerville is back to normal. So, yeah. So this is Jackson's room, and I started to make him a toddler again, and I was like, wait a minute, no, I want him to be a kid. So like I took that out. I don't know what I was thinking. Like I guess just like subconsciously I wanted him to be a toddler, but then I was like, no, I really want him to be a kid because like I said, I want him to be of age where he can like read, and he's kind of starting to get just a little bit more independent. I have a 9-year old, almost 10-year old. Ugh. And I just kind of like imagine him being like that, and like maybe he's picking up on a few things, like I said, and he's like walking around the neighborhood going, something's not right here. And yeah, I think he's just going to start doing some digging through some of those files that mom leaves laying around. So his room is very blue. It's very cute. I put a Cub Scout board in here because I thought that would be something really fun for him to do. I've actually never really messed around with that very much, to be completely honest. I really need to. I haven't like played like a family in a while, so maybe that'll be a fun let's play that I can put on my channel. Right now I'm working on the Not So Berry challenge. It's been a lot of fun. I do need to record that again tonight. Yeah, so I have a lot going on with my channel, and I don't know, like I really, like I said, I need to make a schedule. So here I started to put some toys on a shelf, but then I remembered that whenever you put toys on the shelf, your Sims always try to put them away. So I did move the shelf and deleted one. So I moved to the shelf over here where parents can, oh, I guess I didn't delete that one. But I moved them both on the side where I figured that they could get to them. So if they did want to put the toys away, they can. And again, I haven't play tested this yet. So if that shelf is gone or something's a little bit different, that's why I'll probably just put like random items on there that they can't really move. So yeah, if like I said, if you download it and it's a little bit different, that's why. Probably should have play tested it first, but hey, it's all good. I'm also going to be doing a speed build of Dad's home as well. He lives in Oasis Springs. He has a more of a modern type home, so keep an eye out for that too. I just thought it would be really fun, and then like maybe Jackson sometimes goes over to his house and spends the night. I wish. And I'm sure there's probably a mod for it, but I think it would be like really cool if you could like have your Sims live with one parent for a certain amount of time and then, like for a couple days and then they go to their other parents for a couple days. I was gonna do a Let's Play called Weekend Dad, and that was about two teenage girls whose parents split up, and mom was cheating on dad, and it was just a scandalous thing. And mom had a lot of money, whereas dad really didn't. He was just kind of left high and dry, and the whole basis around it was that on the weekends they go to live with their dad, and when they're there, they basically like change their personalities and everything. So they're like living double lives. And when I started doing it, for some reason it didn't cross my mind. Uh, it wasn't really possible because they get in trouble for staying out past curfew. So even though it's their dad, they can't. Like you would have to literally go in and switch the households every time, and I don't know, that was just a little bit too messy. I think I'm going to try maybe like constructing it in a different way because I don't want to give up on the idea. I think it's a really neat idea. I think it'd make for a really fun Let's Play. So during my rambling, you saw the bathroom come together. I finished up Jackson's room. This is the master bedroom, and this is mom's bedroom. I went with a little bit of a lighter wood, and it's kind of plain. I put a closet over here, which was a lot of fun. I just like put some shelves up and some clothes, and I just add some like random things to the shelves, and again some random papers and boxes in the closet, because when Jackson starts doing some research, he's probably going to have to get into mom's closet and look at a few things that she has going on. So, yeah, that's why I stuck all those boxes there. I don't know, like, I just really went with this storyline. Like, I'm really just into it. Like, I'm loving it. So, I will write that storyline all down for you guys. So, if you want to download the family, you certainly can. And they will be available for download on the gallery, Mindy 1990, Mindii 1990. So yeah, be sure to keep an eye out for that. I don't have them up yet, but it probably will be within the next couple of days. I'll let you know. Again, on Twitter, which by the way, guys, I am always on Twitter. So if you want to keep up with my channel, you can check out Twitter. I'm not very good at updating Tumblr, I'm not gonna lie, or Instagram. So yeah, if you want to stay updated on my channel, you could hit the notification button and be notified whenever I upload something, but also keep an eye on Twitter because that's kind of like my main platform there. So yeah, you saw mom's closet come together, and then I just add a few more details, some lighting in this bedroom, and I think I add like a mirror or something over to the side. Yeah, I do. I added a mirror over to the side for mom, and I added a couple of these like Strangerville paintings throughout the house, just because I thought it was like really cute that like mom's like really just into Strangerville, and she's like, oh, look at this painting, and Jackson's probably like, okay, mom, like something's a little fishy here. But yeah, I thought that was just like a cute little addition to like add that goes along with the story. So yeah, I just stick a couple rugs down here, and then we move on to the outside, which is, I love how the outside came together. I don't think I'm actually, you know what? Okay. I struggled with landscaping for the longest time, and if you've watched some of my older videos, I've told you that repeatedly that I'm not the best at landscaping in The Sims 4. In The Sims 3, I loved landscaping. The Sims 4 is a little bit different though, and I don't know why. Um, because I feel like there's more options in The Sims 4. So, yeah, but I am getting better. I've been enjoying landscaping lately, and I just love trying to like blend this in with the rest of the world, and I end up like, you'll see how it turns out. I love how it turns out. I feel like I did the best that I could given the fact that we don't have that exact color sand and we don't have those plants laying around. Although I do fence it in, which just kind of add a little bit of a separation, but not a lot. So yeah, it turns out really, really well. I put like a whole picket fence around the whole house. Um, I don't know. I just felt like maybe for Jackson, that was like a comfort for him. Like, like I'm gonna stay within within this closed off area. So, I don't know. I'm really, really pleased with this house. It's really hard for me, especially landscaping. I've kind of got the grasp on now, but I think what's harder is when you're doing desert landscaping. I don't know, it's just a little bit different, and I've only been to the desert like once when I went to Vegas, so I guess I'm just not too familiar with that type of landscaping. So yeah, I had to look at some pictures online and get some inspiration and stuff and try to like figure everything out. So here I am just like painting around the background, trying to make everything look like it fit in. And there's like some clear paths you can kind of see that, maybe lead from a certain spot to outside of the fence. Um, and yeah, I kind of like highlighted those or like emphasized them, I guess I should say, to make it look like there's like three different entrances. At least in my mind, that's how I felt that it should look. So I put a swing set in the front yard for Jackson, of course, so he could go outside and swing and stare at the creepy neighbors. And then I just add a few like flowers over here. I love the wildflowers. I know that I was like looking at the landscaping around and I saw that there was just like a lot of wildflowers. So I wanted to add those. And then we had like those pink flowers that you see behind me. We have those kind of like in a white version, or at least something similar. So I do add those to the landscaping as well. Um, and then while we watch the landscaping, like I said, I'm trying to get a schedule together. Let me know if you have let me know what your schedules are. If you upload videos, I'm really curious because uh, I don't know. Like it seems like I go on a whim, because I go with like when I'm inspired or like what I'm inspired by, like I'll be watching somebody's YouTube channel or YouTube video and I'll be like, "Oh man, I really want to do that." And then, I'll go build and then or I'll play my Let's Play or whatever the case may be. So, yeah, let me know what your guys' schedules look like because I'm just curious how it all works. Or if you guys ever have to change things around. I know when I have a schedule, it's probably definitely not going to be set in stone all the time because I don't know, I just can't I don't my life is so not organized. I guess I should say. This is the best way I can put it. So, yeah, but I am excited for it. I'm excited that I've been uploading a lot more lately and been really present in the Sims community. It's really made a difference. I've really met some crazy awesome people. I've met a lot of friends. I've talked to some of my favorite builders, which I still fangirl over. Um, but yeah, I've really been active in this community lately, and it's really like done something to my heart. It's done something to me personally. And I know that sounds crazy when I tell people like, "Oh, I upload videos on YouTube," and they're like, "Oh, really? What do you do?" And I'm like, "Oh, I play The Sims." And then a lot of people my age will be like, "What's The Sims?" And I'm like, I'm 29 by the way, so I basically grew up with The Sims. Um, but yeah, it's done something to me personally. It's giving me something to look forward to, and I've been in kind of like a depressive funk for the past year or so, and it's really kind of giving me this, I don't know, this outlook on life or like something that I can be excited about, something that's mine, something that I can create, and I get to share it with all of you guys. And so that's amazing. Like having the Sims community has just, I don't know, like I've never seen a gaming community come together the way the Sims community does. So even though we can be a pain in the butt with our requests and stuff, we have really just built a really tight community, and Yeah, I appreciate all of you. I have 91 subscribers, you guys. Like, thank you 91 times. Like, oh, when I get to 100, I have a few ideas what I'm gonna do to celebrate. So, yeah, keep an eye out. And if you are just watching this and this is your first time watching me, welcome to the channel. My name is Mindy. As you can tell, or as you've heard, I do speed builds for a game save file that I am currently working on. All of my builds can be downloaded on the Sims 4 gallery under my ID Mindy1990, Mindii 1990, and I will put that down below as well. So yeah, if you're new, welcome. Check out some of my other videos. I always tell everybody my comments are open. I'm open to constructive criticism as long as it's constructive and not bashful or hateful toward me or anybody else. I will not tolerate that. So yeah, just let me know what you guys think, and like and subscribe, obviously, of course, hang out with me. um so yeah, here I am. You saw kind of the front yard area come together, and then I just kind of like play around with these, like, what are they called, like spindles or something. Anytime I put these on houses, they look weird, but then I see other simmers use them and they look so cool, and I'm like, what am I doing wrong? So I'm not quite sure, but yeah, I was just like playing around with them. I could have edited this part out, like I said, but I kind of wanted you guys to like see it and like see kind of my thought process on how things come together when I'm building them. Um, yeah, it turns out really well. I did the front porch. I added those little like dining chairs because we don't have rocking chairs, and they're like the closest things that kind of remind me of like the big southern rocking chairs on the front porch. Like, I don't know, I just think like really southern like, and yeah, so that's kind of what I was going for, and I use those chairs a lot just because, especially like in my builds like this, they remind me of like the big southern rocking chair. I do apologize, you guys. I am still getting over this crazy sickness. Ohio's weather has been crazy, and my nose is plugged up and my throat is sore, and it's just been, oh, one thing after another. I've had it, I think, for like over a month. It's just been miserable. I should probably see a doctor. Oh well, it's okay. I haven't lost my voice yet, but I feel like I'm going to. I actually feel like I'm like talking through my nose most of the time. Um, so yeah, I apologize. So right here, I put some like dried up like vines on the house because I just imagined again that it was old and maybe this is just like a slightly overgrown area. I do end up taking those bushes out. I just don't think that they really matched with the rest of the landscaping, so I do take them out and I just add a few other like plants in. I use those like flat, I don't remember what they're called, those like little flat whitish pinkish plants like throughout this build. Like maybe it kind of grows naturally, because if you look off to the left, you can see up in the corner that there are those pink flowers, and they're very similar to that. They lay flat like that. It's just they're a different color, so I just kind of imagine that maybe they grow naturally in that area. But yeah, here I am finishing up the backyard. I add a tree in there with some plants around, and then I do end up putting a picnic table out on the floor and some like a sitting area on the porch. So we're getting really close to the end of this video, you guys. Thanks for sticking with me. Thanks for checking out this home. Again, like I said, you can download this on the Sims 4 gallery, Mindy1990. And yeah, check out some of my other videos. Like I said, if you're new to my channel, thanks for stopping by. If you have been a subscriber for a while, thanks for stopping by. I love you guys. So yeah, be sure to check all of this out. Keep an eye out for the family that I'm putting in here. They will have a bio with them explaining their whole story and their background. And if you guys like play it at all, let me know how you like the storyline, because I just kind of like became enthralled with the little details that I added throughout the house to go with the story. Yeah, like the whole time I was building this, I think I was like kind of maniacally laughing, like, for the science lab, like we're gonna create the mother. Like I don't know. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. um, But yeah, I was like really proud of myself for adding in those like really tiny details that I mean it's the little things, right? So here's the picnic table, and I just finished up the porch. Anyways, you guys be sure to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitch. I have been streaming. I do need to get back to streaming. Keep an eye out on Twitter. I will get a schedule uploaded sometime. I don't know when. Like I said, my life is never organized. Follow me on Tumblr. I haven't updated in a while, but I will update with this story for you guys. Yeah, Instagram, all those fun things. And just keep an eye out. I've got a lot going on. I'm super excited. I hope to keep growing. I hope you guys enjoyed this build. I really appreciate it. Check out some of my other builds. I am currently doing the Not So Berry Challenge, so that's been really super fun for me, and I've really enjoyed it. So yeah, be sure to check those videos out as well, and leave any comments or likes and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed it. So with that being said, my video's frozen. Yep, that's what, yep, it's frozen because my screen went dead. Give it a minute. Come on. Come on, don't do this. I'm at 29 minutes. Come on, don't do this. We'll click on it. Oh no, it's frozen. Sorry about that, guys. Technical difficulties there. Oh my goodness. I don't want to record the whole thing again. All right, you guys. So that's a little bit of who I am as a person. Welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. I love you guys. Bye.